This morning I am at Midewin National Tallgrass Prairie. I forget the name of this trail. I'll look it up in a moment. It is about 4.5 miles and it starts following a road. So we have a number of trails here. I think we're going to do the Blodgett Marsh Trail. We might do the Explosives Road Trail or head out that way. I've been out there by car before, and I think it'll just connect up here, but I'm not entirely sure. So this morning I am at Midewin National Tallgrass Prairie. I am on the Blodgett Marsh Trail. One of the trailheads said this is about a 4.5 mile walk. I'm not entirely sure, so we're going to head out here and check it out. We have the Prairie Creek Woods Trail. I'm guessing that goes out along those trees. I believe there is a creek out in that direction. We're going to keep heading out this way because I believe this is part of the Blodgett Marsh Trail. I do see a sign up here at the end of the road, so we'll head out there and check that out. So this Tallgrass Prairie is actually on the site of an old ordnance facility. I believe that it operated in World War II and up until the 70s or 80s. All of the infrastructure has pretty much been stripped out. There's no real big trace of the ordnance manufacturing here, and it has been reverted back to its natural state. Now, it was in this area because we're not too far from Chicago, which was a major transportation hub. You had plenty of workers, access to all of the transportation needed to move the ordnance wherever it needed to go. So it's really nice to see that this is returned back to its natural state. Right up here on the left is the sign I saw. We have a little informational sign here. All right, we're going to head out to the Blodgett Marsh Trail. Looks like it's a 1/4 mile to our left. And yeah, let's go check it out. This is an access road. It looks like it has recently been traveled. I see some tire tracks here in the dirt, and I may have actually been able to drive up here, but it's only about a 1/4 mile back to where I parked. I'm not going to go and drive around, so I have to walk less. I haven't really entered the woods yet, and I've already chased off and swatted more mosquitoes I think I have than this entire year. All right, looks like we have reached the trail head here for the Blodgett Marsh Trail. It does say there's parking up here, but yeah, I'm not seeing it. All right, I'm gonna guess the trail goes off this way. There really isn't much signage. This is the only mowed area, and I do see that somebody has walked this way before me. And I am only I don't know, 30 yards in. My feet are soaked from the wet grass. That's fine. There are horse flies, deer flies around here, and poison ivy on the trail. Something to be aware of if you come out here. So there is a fence right over there. I don't know which part of the boundary that covers. If we are on the southern boundary, yeah, I don't know what that fence line. So back where I parked, they were mowing. I am hoping that they will get out here and mow this today, because the grass is just ridiculously high. A lot of horse and deer flies around here. Kind of annoying, but good grief, they're just landing on me everywhere. I'm gonna get off the video here and start moving. And just as I say that, I come to a much better mowed section of the trail. I've got a fork here, and I honestly don't know which is the correct path. This trail has been mowed, and there are nice little flowers along it. This one goes through the woods. I expect the bugs to be worse in the woods here. Who knows, that over here to the left heads out towards the trail across the prairie that I didn't take. So maybe these two join up. There is a body of water here right to the right. Definitely not something I'd want to swim or fish in. So normally I think that my internal compass is fairly accurate. I have a good idea of what direction I'm headed. I thought I was headed north there. Apparently I am headed southwest. So I looked at a trail map. It does appear that if I keep doing this, I'm going to loop back around and pretty much end up where I started, which is fine. There was a fence I followed, and I wasn't sure what that separated, but apparently it was pretty much the road was just on the other side of that fence, not too far. There is a what appears to be an unmaintained trail down there. We are not going to explore that. looks like we're coming back out to the prairie. This may be where that sign with all the junctions were, but no, I think I'm too far south for that. I'm hoping as we move out into more prairie area here, or at least out of the woods, that we're going to get away from the mosquitoes. Okay, apparently that was the Prairie Creek Woods Trail. I will have to check the trail map when I get home. But right down here is where we came in. So I see what happened. I parked right here, walked up to this trailhead, and then there is a little connector trail here, and that is the overgrown portion of the trail. And then I did this. So while I went in at the Blodgett Marsh trailhead, this bridge here is out. I should have continued up the road. All right, that has been part of the Prairie Creek Woods Trail and the Blodgett Marsh Trail here at Midewin National Tallgrass Prairie. Really cool, very buggy. So if bugs are your thing, you might want to come on early spring or fall, winter. In any case, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next week.